I don't know if you can see it, but there is a huge smile on my face right now because we are about to have a powerful conversation today. The title of today's episode is From Rock Bottom to Rising Strong. And here's why. When I first started my journey with addiction recovery and getting sober, I remember thinking that things could not get any worse. I was wrong. They actually did get much worse before they got better. For those of you who are struggling right now and maybe feeling like things aren't getting better, just hang in there. Okay, just hang in there. This too shall pass. So let me take you back to the beginning of my story. The day I got sober was the worst day of my entire life. I remember thinking, how am I supposed to live without wine? I was terrified. It was torture, but I knew I had to do it because I didn't want to live the way I was anymore. So I quit cold turkey. No support system. By the way, if you're going to quit drinking and you don't have a support system, please go to a meeting. At least virtually. Even if you can't go in person, go virtually. You need people around you when you quit drinking because it's not fun. At least at first. Anyway, I remember thinking, this is torture. How am I ever gonna make it? And then something really interesting happened. A few weeks after I stopped drinking, I started having panic attacks. It was horrible. I felt crazy. I thought I was having a heart attack. I ended up in the emergency room. They did all these tests and told me I was fine. I wasn't fine. I was having panic attacks and I was drinking coffee, and the doctor said, "Don't drink coffee. It's making your anxiety worse." I was like, what do you know? I can handle this. I can quit drinking and I can quit coffee. I got this. I can handle anything. And then what happened was even worse. My hair started falling out. I mean, clumps in the shower, clumps in the sink. I would wake up with a clump on my pillowcase. I looked down and I was like, holy God, I look like I have alopecia. I was freaking out. I called my doctor and he was like, it's probably from the alcohol. It's probably just a phase. You'll grow out of it. Well, I didn't grow out of it. I got worse. I developed full-blown alopecia. My hair fell out completely. I think the reason I am sharing this story is to remind you that when you decide to stop drinking, things may get worse before they get better. I know so many people who stop drinking and they feel great for a week or two, and then they start feeling worse, and then they think that drinking is the answer. Drinking is not the answer. Things will get better. Just keep moving forward. Don't give up on getting sober. So at rock bottom for me was when I lost my hair and I was drinking coffee and having panic attacks. That was rock bottom. And then something interesting happened. I found a sponsor. And I worked the steps. And then something even more interesting happened. I started feeling better. It's almost like I went from rock bottom to rising strong. So if you're feeling like things aren't getting better, if you're questioning whether or not getting sober is worth it, just hang in there. I promise you, things will get better. If you stick with it, if you keep working the steps, if you keep going to meetings, if you keep trying to make amends, and doing all the things that we talk about on this podcast, things will get better. I promise you that. Today, I can honestly say that I haven't had a panic attack in over 8 years. My hair has grown back and I couldn't be happier. I love my life. I love the fact that I don't drink. I love being sober. If you're new here, please follow us. And if you liked this video, give us a thumbs up. We put out new videos every single week. I hope you liked this one. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next week.